Well, good evening, everyone. I'm in the cottage, as you can tell. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I can't sleep. I don't know why, I just can't sleep at the minute. I'm having like 3, 4 hours sleep, and then waking up again. Better not waste that time and do some work. I'm doing some more of the insulation, putting the rock wall into this place. And you know what? I haven't even done half of the ceiling yet, and it feels so warm up here already. It's amazing. All that heat from the Arga is coming up the stairwell, filling the place with warm air. And just imagine when it's fully insulated, it's probably only about 50% of the roof that's been done. So far, so good. But I just want to show you something which is really bizarre. Let me just turn the camera around and show you this rock wall that I've just opened. So this is a fresh bag. I've just opened it. It's the 45mm stuff. And I actually made a mistake in the video the other day. I said that 2 layers of 45mm rock wool was going to make 80mm of insulation. It's not, it's 90. But I get confused when I'm talking so much. I just opened this bag. This part was like all like that. So obviously that's happened in the factory. That's fine. We can straighten that out. But I've cut this piece to fit. And underneath here, bizarre, it's like it's caught fire. It's burnt the paper. So during the manufacturing process, I think a piece of this rock that hadn't actually turned into wool had gone in there, got red hot, actually melted some of this rock wool and melted the paper. And then obviously it went through the factory, paper went on, went in the bag, and no one was any other wiser. But actually it's funny because this rock wool is so good. Okay, so obviously this, to melt rock wool, this is actually a good thing, by the way. To melt rock wool, the temperatures need to exceed 1,300 degrees Celsius. That's a very, very hot temperature. Okay, so there was rock in here that was hotter than that. It got so hot that a fire could have started, but this rock wool completely contained it, and it was wrapped up in a plastic bag, and nobody would ever have known. So this is actually a good thing, because if there's an electrical fault behind, you know, say behind here, if this wire caused an electrical fault, which it won't because Duncan's an amazing electrician, but just say, if it caused an electrical fault and all of a sudden, you know, something got really, really hot behind there, something hot enough to start a fire, the rock wool would just contain it, which is fantastic. So unfortunately, I've lost a sheet. I could probably cut that bit off actually. This is probably still fine underneath. But at least you know that rock wool, under extreme temperatures, that will completely contain it. No problem whatsoever. So obviously, you think that was a bad thing, opening a bucket of rock wool and finding that, but actually, very, 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 very good to know that no fire would actually spread when this stuff's wrapped in an area that could start a fire. So at least we know we're all safe up here. So what are you going to do tonight? You're going to read people's fortunes?
Yeah,
We'll set up a seance.
I'm doing the magic dress.
And you can also sell some pegs on the side as well.
Yeah. Everybody coming for tarot.
Yeah. Harry, you should get back into that.
Yeah, well, I will.
Do you know, I tell you what, tarot YouTubers are making a fortune at the minute. Honestly, online tarot readings, they're making a fortune.
On TikTok as well.
And YouTube as well. They get hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
Yeah. When I've got time without babies.
So Sadie at the minute, we're putting up the floating candles. And they're battery powered, so they light up at night time. Here they are. So they're basically like a little cheap electric tea light with a cardboard, what's it, a toilet roll tube, kitchen roll tube.
Don't reveal the secret.
And so and a hot glue gun, some wax, and we painted them, and we put some fishing wire on them and hang them up. You just need to get up there before the party starts to switch them all on. So
and untangle that mess that has gone in. They're in a big tangle at the moment, so we're trying to untangle them and put the pins in whilst you're hanging them.
We're also putting some sort of fake cobwebs over everything. Right, so I'm going to get up there and put some more up, and maybe you could film me, Alexander.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Give me the camera.
I'll give you the camera, yeah? Right, okay. Right, can't see the cables, but I can't get the pins in. The oak is so hard up here, Billy. What? The oak is it's like a rock. You can't get pins in it. The woodworm can eat it, but the pins can't get through it. I don't know why. There you go. That might go in there. There we go. Any more, Sadie?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh!
There's a pin there.
Yeah.
And how are you, Alexander? Are you pleased to be back?
I'm very pleased, yeah.
Yeah?
I missed you all a lot.
I think we put more effort into Halloween in this house than we do for Christmas.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It's far more exciting. So I'm currently sticking pins into an antique oak ceiling.
It's a sin.
It's not a sin. It's,
You're gonna kill the woodworms.
woodworm are long gone. I'm toast already, I tell you. Woodworm can only live in a damp wood. If wood's completely dry, woodworm can't really. They prefer damp wood. Right, you can cut now. Pass me the camera. There you go. Obviously, you can see the old cables at the minute. Not the cables, the bits of string, but at night time when they're all flickering, and it's going to look really nice, isn't it? Very spooky. Welcome to Phantom Manor. Right, so cobwebs over all of the antiques, and the stairs. They need more work. Definitely need more work. This one looks all right. Yeah, they definitely need more work.
My new pet.
Your new pet, yeah. Hello everyone. We've just gone to the supermarket, me, Sadie and Alexander, because Billy's bought alcohol for the party. But when I said, have you got any gin? Well, no, they've got nothing. So we've got gin. I basically providing a gin station. So we've got all different tonics: pink tonic, diet tonic, normal sugary tonic. We've got raspberry tonic. We've got also Bombay Sapphire. There's some Bulldog, Gordon's gin, more Gordon's gin, another Gordon's gin. There's some Hendrix in there as well. We've got some Absolute vodka that was provided by Alexander. You can take your mask off now. We're outside of the supermarket.
You're right, Mike.
Actually, put it back on. It was keeping you quiet. So we've got drinks. So what we need to do now is we need to go to the. Believe it or not, we need to go to the vape shop. You know, vape, like the vaping things, because we need plain vape liquid without nicotine. Because I'm basically going to hack a smoke machine. A cheap smoke machine and turn it into a ground fog machine. So if you put vape liquid in it, you get a really intense smoke, really intense. And then if you pump that smoke through a pipe that goes through a box full of ice, then it actually it chills the fog, which becomes ground fog, and then it floats on the floor. And it's really creepy. It'd be like an old graveyard in the chateau. So we're gonna go there now and get that. Right, so it's gone dark outside. Sorry, it's a bit noisy. Oh, hello, it's Billy. We're just setting up for the Halloween party. There's can you see me? There are the floating candles. They're not on yet because they'll be on tomorrow. But let me turn the camera around and show you Mr. Phantom, because we've got loads of ghosts that are going to be on display tomorrow night above the staircase. Oh, it's our spooky staircase. It needs a bit more decorating. Ah, there he is. Very ominous. Does he speak?
In life, I was your partner,
Jacob mine. Too loud? Oh, look at this one. Who's that? She's back. Let's go a bit closer. Let's go up the stairs. Go and see her. Anyway, that's it. All the candles are up. We've got to cover the spotlights in here with some more red gels. We've got loads more cobwebs to go up. But now we're going to have some dinner, because we'll be decorating this thing right late into the night. And I've also got, excuse everyone, they're just having their dinner. I've also, you can't really see, but up here, one of these chandelier bulbs, you can't see it on here, it's flickering, there you go. I've actually got 35 of these to fill the entire chandelier with flickering flame bulbs, so it's going to look quite cool. So anyway, I'll have some dinner and show you later. Right, so everyone's finished in the dining room for the night, and I think it doesn't really matter until tomorrow now, because we won't eat dinner in here tomorrow, will we? No. Because we'll be setting up for the party. We'll have a buffet instead. But I bought something from the internet. They are like a flickering candle bulb. I think they're only 3 watts each, so they're not going to use much power. And I basically bought enough bulbs to fill the entire chandelier, which takes about 30 bulbs. So I'm going to get up here now, and I'm going to take out the bulbs. Oh, so bright.
Is it bright?
One by one.
Do you want me to turn the light off, or?
No, otherwise I'm not going to see anything.
Don't electrocute yourself, okay? Because the filaments are they're quite short.
I'm only touching the bulbs, so it's fine. I've got to take out as many of these first.
Watch Michael electrocute himself on YouTube.
You know, if you can't be interesting, at least make people laugh. That's what I would say.
Maybe that's why I tell a lot of jokes.
Yeah. There we go. I'm hoping, because they're not very bright by themselves, but I'm hoping with enough of them.
The old bulbs, make sure you don't...
They're all in a cardboard box of tissue paper.
Okay. Because it's expensive changing 30 bulbs, especially LED bulbs.
Oh, Alexander! Hello!
Hello.
Nice of you to join us. How are you?
Thanks, I'm good.
We just... are you going to be working in here?
Yeah.
Could be a
I need the table.
I'll get some.
Make your,
I'll get some lamps. Well, I'll test these out. I can put some other bulbs back in. It won't be as bright afterwards, but
Yeah. Right, Alexander, what are we making?
We're gonna make a cloak for you.
A cloak, yeah.
Yeah, for Halloween. For
And also, just quickly, the lights, I've put the normal bulbs back in for now. But if I just show you around here, there are some of the candle bulbs still left in there. But we're not going to show you what it looks like now. We've also got 3 antique candelabras that we're going to light for tomorrow night. But we won't show you that until the actual party. So for now, we're going to make a cloak, which is part of my costume. Show us the fabric, Alexander. I bought this fabric. It's just like a synthetic satin.
bad quality.
But it's not bad quality. It was about 24 euros a metre. So it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't really expensive.
Drapes very nice.
It drapes beautifully for a cloak. And we've also got some red fabric there, which is also a satin for the lining. That's the lining, so it'll be lined in red. And it will have a hood as well that will cover. So yeah, let's work out a pattern quickly, and hopefully we can get this pinned together tonight, so we can stitch it tomorrow, maybe. Yeah. Alexander, what are you doing? He's measuring me. Okay, so at the moment we're measuring the width of my neck.
I'm measuring your back neckline.
Back neckline. It's like I've got a tailor. What's that noise? You pervert. So we've worked out from my shoulder, the back here, to the floor is 1.6 meters, which allows just a tiny bit of drape on the back. So yeah, we're just basically drafting a pattern, aren't we, Alexander? Tell them. Yeah.
We're drafting a pattern for your, how is it called? Cloak.
A cloak. Yeah, a cloak. Yeah.
With a big hood.
With a big hood, yeah.
It's going to be nice.
It's going to be exciting, isn't it? And we've got all just tonight to make it, so yeah, let's get on with it then. What? Sort of. I've got 3 other ones anyway. Maybe I should put it on a lower setting.
Yeah, slower. Less, much slower and...
Like one. That'll do. Just some tape round it, just to keep it. So I'm hoping the longer I can get this, the more chilled it will get. I've just got to go through, you know, a longer route. That's it. And it should come back out here. Comes out that end. Goes over the ice. There you go. Ice all around.
Where's the lid? Should we try it with the smoke machine but without the ice?
Yeah.
Yeah, where is your smoke machine?
In the ballroom.
Right, let's go.
How weird is that? Look, that's just without ice. Okay. Just the aluminium pipe is cooling it by itself without any ice. And look how much smoke's coming out of it. Wow, look at that. That's cool. That's without the ice. Maybe that's the key. You just... Okay, it's going to start to float. How cool is that? So with a bag full of ice in there, perfect. I think maybe because the pipes have been outside, and the aluminium, which is a really good conductor of like heat and cold.
The pipes are cold. What's also interesting is if you leave it without the pipes,
Yeah.
it fogs, it goes like that, it just spreads and dissipates quite quickly. Because it's sat inside those pipes, cooling while you're waiting, it's sitting there waiting for the next burst to come through.
Exactly. Oh, welcome to Miss Havisham's banquet. I actually saw her walking around somewhere earlier.